All right, let's see. We're gonna go ride one of the e-bikes. We just need to decide which one. I think we'll probably take out the Delta today. It's so different than the RTR, and I absolutely love it. So here's Berger's bike. He's got it over. This is a ETM RTR. Mine is actually an RTR Lite, but we have the 6.7 kit coming for it. Should be here pretty soon. And over here we have the Delta. So which one do we take? I think we go with the Delta today. Thing is heavy, though, I'll tell you. All right. She looks good. I'll put a link down below for this light if you like it. This thing seems to last a really long time, and it's super, super bright. It's as brighter than the one from Electro & Co. for that bike. This bike does have the parking brake, as you can see. The thing I like about this bike is it is so smooth and quiet. I mean, it is just extremely quiet. Also, something else. We're in the process of cleaning right now, but let me show you something. Underneath here, I got this light off Amazon. Whenever you slow down, the light gets brighter. It seems to work really good on this little Mototech. I also got Memphis one of these lights as well because they just work so good. You guys, I don't know if you can see it, but it'll turn off after, I guess, like a minute or two, and it won't even work if she's not moving or doing anything, which saves the battery. It's awesome. She got her new helmet in today and her goggles. Another cool thing, let me show you guys something before we go. Here's something that's really cool. So this light comes with two separate mounts. Now we did add it to this little sticky mount right here, but check this out. If she really wanted to, she could do this, right? Just like that. For whatever reason, if that's what you wanted to do and you needed it, there you go. Okay, go ahead and tell you guys there'll be some heavy breathing in this because my microphone is literally an inch from my mouth. I got to figure out a better way of doing this and getting some audio. I know there's lavalier mics or lapel mics. There's things like that that you can add. I just haven't got to that point yet. So this thing is so freaking torquey, y'all. This bike's a riot. Like, the power that this thing has is just sick in comparison, even to the RTR at 72 volts. Now, my RTR Lite has been converted to 72 volts, but... And I'm not a wheelie guy. I know you guys probably like that, but this thing does come up super easy. I mean, you just crank on the throttle and it comes up. It is so quiet. It's gonna sound loud on camera probably, just whisper quiet in person. So this is one of the places that we like to ride. We're gonna head over here. And the Mototech is extremely quiet too, as well. I think I'm gonna get one of those brake lights like she's got. So, let's talk about the ALTIS Delta real quick. This thing is brand new. It just got released, and it is the baby brother to the Sigma. Now the Sigma is, well, it's a badass bike, right? But I've never owned one, but I've heard that they have a couple flaws and they have a couple of issues here and there, and this bike seems to not really have those. Oh, look, that's what's left of our snow from yesterday. Can you believe there's still even snow at all? That's crazy, yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's hot, but it's, yeah. But anyway, this bike, I think they remedied it a lot with that. The only thing is I'm not a fan of the throttle, and it's hard to explain to you guys. But like if we're cruising right now, any input from the throttle and the bike wants to surge. I don't like that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a risk taker, but let's be real. That shit's dangerous. Okay. Bike's just got tons of power though, tons of low and mid-range power, and it's extremely stable. It's a very soft bike. I think anyone that maybe wants a bigger bike than say like an RTR, this would be the bike for you right here, without going full size and without spending a ton of money. Now the new RTR XL or whatever they're calling it, those would probably be pretty cool. Memphis loves to go over here in the mud and spin tires. You're washing the bike after we're done though. Huh? So let's talk a little bit about the Mototech. You can actually see how that brake light works. Well, I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but it works flawlessly. So the Mototech is a 60 volt, so it's basically like an RTR light, but the throttle is horrible on that thing. If you think it's bad on here, horrible on that. This is manageable here. Now, as you can see, you can control the throttle on this enough to kind of ease in and out of stuff like that. I do recommend, though, if you're going to be riding like trails and stuff, take it out of 3, go to 2, because the throttle is less sensitive. So it's not just speed related, like top speed. It actually slows the throttle curve down a little bit and makes it a lot more tame. So that does take a little bit of the jerkiness out of it. 1's even better, but it's really slow in 1. So I know everybody's going to want a top speed run, and I'll try to go ahead and do that for you in this video real quick. I don't think this bike runs 62. I'm sorry. I love Altis. I think they're a great company, but a lot of these companies are just straight up out there bullshitting you with these numbers. If I had to guess, I think the bike will run 55. We'll see. This is our little spot that we come to, and we just chill out, you know? Kind of a... Oh, now see, here's where the kickstand issue comes in. Watch this. My RTR, I bring it out here all the time, and I park it with no issues. This damn thing is about to fall over. Look at this. Look at that. I don't understand. See, that's how it should sit. So I actually have a little bottle over here that I use. Anybody that's had, I say real bikes, but you know, back in the day, bikes and shit, you know, like street bikes and stuff, you always found a can in the parking lot, especially like a Harley or something. So while we're here, we'll take a quick look at the bike. It is a absolutely beautiful bike. It is. It looks better when it's obviously on a stand and it's not leaning over like a bike stand or somebody sitting on it. But it's just it's a gorgeous bike, and they nailed it. I've seen where they're going to have plastics available for it. All the replacements, they're dirt cheap, just like the RTR is. So that's nice, because I'm sure I'm going to scratch them all up. All right, I'll pick back up with you guys once we leave from here. All right, so I changed positions on the microphone, so it's going to sound a little different. Hopefully you can't hear me breathing. The air is cold today. Also, something else I want to mention about this bike is you can stand up on it. Now, I'm not a tall guy. I'm only 5'8", but you can stand up on this bike. See? And it just feels more comfortable. It feels more roomy than the RTR does. This bike will absolutely throw rooster tails. If you like a bike that's got a ton of torque and that will absolutely destroy something, this is it. So we're in mode 3, and I'm gonna kind of roll into it.
Which way are we going?
Over here. Yeah, it's almost impossible to hold this bike back. It's ridiculous. This bike is sick. So one thing to note for everybody watching right now is it is really cold. It's like 30 something degrees right now, maybe 40. And these batteries do not work very well whenever it's that cold. So just be mindful of that. We're probably losing a good 6 to 8 miles an hour if I had to just take a guess. All right, let's see. So there's your top speed, and on a cold day, you can probably expect at least another 3 or 4 miles an hour, I would say, probably at minimum on a nice warm day when the batteries can really work. Hopefully this helped you decide if you're looking at the ALTIS Delta versus maybe like an RTR or something. I'll do a comparison for you guys, but I will tell you right now, this is the more plush, bigger, roomier, faster bike. So that might make you think that the RTR, well, obviously this one wins, right? Not necessarily. The RTR is a super fun bike to own. It's just one of these that you need to own to understand. Personally, if I had to pick one to buy all over again, I would buy this one and put some Supermotos on it. But I do think that the RTR is probably the more fun bike, especially when it comes to customizing. Here's a good comparison of these two bikes together. So if you've been looking at the Mototech or the Coos, big difference. You can see the handlebar height difference, obviously seat difference. So don't be fooled by images online that this is a bigger bike. It looks like it in the pictures, but it's not. And there again, I'm not a stunt guy. I'm not going to get out here and act crazy for you guys. I'm just going to ride the bike around and show you kind of what it looks like, because that's a big thing for a lot of people. You know, what does a bike look like? It's a fun bike. It's very stable. Tons of power. I mean, it just comes up on demand. It still has the brake sensors, so I kind of occasionally forget about that. I want to inform you guys of something. We actually have another channel. So this is something new that I'm wanting to do. I want to bring some e-bike content, some RC car content to you guys. But here's the deal on this particular channel. I don't want to do a lot of editing. I do it on my other channel, so I really kind of want to stay away from that. So if you guys are interested in a 47-year-old dude riding e-bikes, tell me if it's a good deal or not, maybe making a couple modifications, then stick around. I'm just letting you all know because I know that you're probably like, who is this guy? I'll answer to either Brutuel or Brutal, but that's who I am. But as you can see, we're into e-bikes, RC cars. So if you guys want to see some of that content, let me know. Kind of got them stashed everywhere. This shop's a mess, so just don't mind the shop. They're up there on the shelf. But the main focus of my other channel are Fox Body Mustangs. So if you guys are interested in any of that, we got supercharged cars over here. This is my 65 Fastback that I drove in high school that we recently restored. And we build engines, we do everything. We do our own paint and body work over there, install camshafts, build engines. As you can imagine, when it comes to building cars and trying to run a channel, there's a lot of work. So I would like to not highly edit my videos if you guys are okay with that. I'm not even mic'd up today, and we're using the Action 4 here. We've got a lot of content coming up, not so much with the ALTIS Delta, but with this one, we're going to try to stuff the 60 volt kit out of my RTR Lite into this, because the throttle control on this thing is out of control. Also, we have a 6.7 kit coming for the RTR. We got a big wheel kit as well that's on its way, some high bars. But tonight we're going to be installing an LED kit. I typically don't really like LEDs and I'm not into that stuff, but I think it looks really cool on these bikes, and it also helps you at night kind of be seen. Now we got a graphics kit coming for this bike as well, but I'm not going to tell you because I want it to be a surprise. It's going to be really unique. I think you're going to like it. Now over here we've got our factory white plastics, so we're going to go ahead and get those back on, install our LEDs, just kind of chill out in the garage tonight. Stick around. Like I said, this is not going to be your typical riding wheelie e-bike channel, you know, riding downtown California or New York or something like that. It's not that, okay? We're going to be reviewing these bikes. We're going to be talking about them, modifying them, and just hanging out. So, hey, if you're younger and you want to hang around, I can give you some good life advice along the way as well. If you're older, just vibe out with me, man. Enjoy it. Hey, be a kid, all right? There's nothing wrong with feeling like a kid, acting like a kid, and enjoying things like this, all right? Everybody needs a little bit of downtime.